Racetracks banding together to handle the suspension of a driver has drawn the ire of fans. In reality, these facilities are just trying to protect themselves. We discuss it on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. I felt it was important to do a follow-up on Wednesday's 90 at 9 on tracks banding together to suspend limited late model driver Taylor Farley. There are some fans out there who don't support the move by Port Royal Speedway and Clinton County to stand behind Port Royal, essentially disagreeing on the stance that Farley did nothing at those speedways. The reality, the tracks are just protecting themselves against the potential high costs of litigation. I'm sure your obvious question is, how so? Ask yourself this. What happens if a driver who was suspended at one track for extreme conduct, and that's not yelling at an official, competes somewhere else and does the same thing at a track that does nothing or turns a blind eye? Say somebody gets hurt, or maybe they don't. A claim could be filed, lawyers get involved, etc., which, by the way, happens across the country probably more than you think. Anyway, the track in the same region did nothing and let a suspended driver race. They could be put in the compromising position of having to defend negligence in a severe situation. I talked to a prominent person in the insurance business, and this game has changed. Pay-per-view and streaming basically provides a documented account of everybody's actions. It's all out there for everyone to see, and it's a source of information that can be used against the racetrack. According to my source, insurance companies have dropped tracks because of something called a loss ratio, which is the amount an insurance company pays out versus premiums received. Whether a track wins or loses a litigation is irrelevant. It's about the money that the insurance company pays out to fight it. And tracks have been denied insurance because of this ratio. Here's something else to think about. There are only 4 carriers across the country, and they all look at the same things. So if your ratio is bad, it might not be so easy to get insurance. Taking action can cushion the blow. No wonder Lincoln and Williams Grove announced yesterday that they were following the lead of Port Royal, BAPS, and Clinton County. As I said, this game has changed, and these racetracks are starting to recognize that they need to get these drivers in order and protect themselves against being put in a bad situation moving forward. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back on Monday. Stay tuned.